here, Dweller. Death and blight have not tempered its rage.
I was not expecting to see Morrigan with the Veil Jumpers.
She shows up now and again, sometimes with news or a warning.
That sounds like Morrigan.
Some of the others swear she watches out for us, in the form of a raven. And she once swooped down to save a couple of Veil Jumpers from a rampaging demon. As a spider, a really large one, wagon-sized.
Well, I'd rather have the wagon-sized spider on my side, I suppose.
Be ready. These roots may be unbound, Dweller. Seek out what holds it closed.
Under fire! Watch it!
and knowledge. Rook, Hilarious.
How can I help you today? If your stomach bothers you, a little ginger will set you right.
Rook? Come on. Ilario will meet us at Cafe Pietra. It's not that far from here. We have time before he arrives. I wouldn't mind looking around a while. The markets are running. Good. I need to get some things while we're here. Treviso. I barely had time to look around when we returned from the ossuary.
This place, does it feel very different?
In some ways, more than I expected. But then, perhaps it's me. Ah, here.
A potted plant?
For Harding's garden. Spearmint is supposed to calm bad dreams. It's good in desserts, too.
So, you and Ilario are cousins?
Yes, but we're more like brothers. Katarina took us both in, a long time ago now. Here's the place. Bellara mentioned the dayless seafood recipe she wants to make.
The demon of Virantium is grocery shopping for the team?
Have you seen what they eat? It's a miracle you didn't all starve before you hired me.
When we met, it didn't seem like Ilario and Katarina were close.
It was hard to be close to her, even for me. And I was her favorite. A good selection. Fresh fruit. Nev only eats fried fish. You'd think a detective would have discovered scurvy by now.
Is that everything on the list?
Yes, and Ilario should be here by now. Let's go before he gets himself in trouble.
Should get back to Lucanus. You can't buy something for everyone but yourself. Here, this is for you.
A wyvern tooth dagger? I loved wyverns as a boy. Katarina would never let me have one of these, though. Cafe Pietra is just ahead.
That's where we're meeting your cousin? Why not the casino?
House Cantori has many talents. Making coffee is not one of them.
Finally. I thought you might leave me here all by my lonesome.
Please. You think I'd ever pass up Cafe Pietra's coffee?
You see, Rook, my cousin is all stomach and no heart.
Don't mind him. Ilario cannot appreciate anything but himself. They serve a specialty roast here, Andoral's breath. Bitter and sweet, like a kiss goodbye. You should try it.
You just described my dream cup of coffee. So, have we done enough three crows in a coffee shop chatting about nothing to bore the spies?
Just about. The most persistent one gave up when Lucanus started getting all romantic about the roasts.
It's a very good roast. So, you have something?
The crows I sent after Sarah have picked up her trail. They say she's gone to Virantium.
If she was here in Treviso to kill Katerina, she can't be in Virantium already.
Rook's right. Zara's giving you a false lead, cousin.
You have better information?
We're compromised. There's no other way Zara could even touch Katerina. You need your eyes here, in Antiva.
Sarah would never be foolish enough to stay. Not with you out for blood.
Of course she would. If the crows protecting her are here.
Rook, reason with him, would you? He's being paranoid.
I am not paranoid. She came after me. She came after Katerina. She will come for you too.
If it'll make you feel better, I'll clean house, all right? Leave it to me.
He's gone.
Of course he is. Ilario always caves under pressure.
Zara's not going to get Ilario, and she's not getting away with anything she's done. I promise.
Don't promise. But thank you.
So are you glad to be back in Antiva?
It doesn't feel real yet. And it wasn't this fool of Anton when I left.
I haven't gotten used to it either.
They say taste and smell awaken our strongest memories. For so long, memories were all I had. But whatever the circumstances, the here and now is a much finer place to be. How's your coffee?
Strong enough to take down a god. Ready to head back to the lighthouse?
Almost.
Wait.
The Shadow Dragons have a hideout in Docktown. We should check in, see if there's news on the Venatori. If the Venatori move, the Shadows will hear it first. Meet you in Docktown.
Rook, do you have a minute?
Of course. Something wrong?
Thea wants to meet.
Any day you spend with the 7th Talon is a good day.
She wants to plan Katerina's funeral.
Oh, right.
If you don't mind, I could use some backup. In case Spike gets out of hand.
Let's not keep Taya waiting.
Stock up with whatever you need. I'm always open.
Rook?
Good, you're here.
Thank you for
For Katerina?
What do you need us to do?
There's a lot to plan. But first, I need the ashes.
Ashes? Oh, yes. Of
Ilario.
what?
How are you holding up?
I'll be fine. Better once we kill Zara Renata. It's him I'm worried about.
Hilario can be a handful. You're worried.
Zara took down the first...
Katerina was...
I barely know your cousin, and he already seems like trouble to me.
Oh, he is. I've lost count of the times I've had to pull him out of the fire on the job.
He's a good assassin. Most...
Fewer people than I expected. Let's find Asher.
Asher?
The Viper. He prefers to be called Asher in private. Said I could tell you.
Trouble in the Anvalanim. Darkspawn.
We can help. We've recently had to... Those Darkspawn have to be destroyed.
If you get through, signal the all clear at the hidden door.
This is troubling. Darkspawn in the city.
And in one of the worst places. The Shadows rely on those tunnels to rescue people.
But why is it called that? Anvalanim. It's the ancient elven word for womb.
Huh. Interesting.
Come back anytime.
Found all this myself. Treasure. Don't touch unless you're buying.
The Anvalanim should have an entrance this way. The passage is hidden by a wall. Venatori. Why are they so close to the shop?
No!
There. Is that the wall carving you mentioned?
That's the one. There's a switch behind the serpent's head on the left.
Got it.
It's so dark and narrow and kind of damp.
Don't like the sound of that. Can't get through here. But we've got to clear the obstacle somehow. That did it. We can get through now.
I got a fight on me. Let's kill those Shadow Dragon rats.
Trouble
And
coming.
leave this place. Shadow Dragon agents, they're down here with us. Get them and let them run for reinforcements.
Reinforcements. We can't let them reach the Shadow Dragon hideout. Even more Venatori? We have to take out the leaders.
Hey, Rook! Nice shot! Get rid of the black holes so the darkspawn keep coming. To the left!
Still blocked. There's another boil somewhere.
Knew you could do it, Rook.
Still standing, not bad. Here we go.
We fight as one. Destroy them, faithful.
Rain!
They crumble before us.
Take the shot.
Finish them off!
Clear out. Those Darkspawn and Venatori were on the same side.
I know. Oh, and that worries me. At least that seems to be the last of them.
It should be safe for the shadows to use the entrance again.
Let's find it. And tell them to open up.
There it is, the hidden entrance back into the shop.
It's Rook. All clear down here.
Nice work. I'll get the door. Good that you're still standing. Best let Asher know.
How did the Venatori find the Shadow Dragon's hideout? Isn't it a secret?
We help the people in Docktown. They know where we are. Someone might have talked about the shop. People spreading rumors, that's easy to handle. But Darkspawn, that's different.
You really saved our skin.
Yeah, I don't like the sound of that.
The Venatori could have magic that protects them, or worse, they could be allied somehow.
If you're looking for answers about the Venatori, I may have a lead. A warehouse on the other side of the city. Lots of cult activity. And some of them were spotted heading towards a shop. Could be a coincidence, or it could be something more.
It's worth a look.
Agreed. Rook?
Let's go.
Tomorrow.
The Viper, or Asher, I suppose. Is he the leader of the Shadow Dragons?
One of them. He made his name freeing slaves and supporting their rebellions.
So the Viper's real name is Asher?
A middle name. He calls himself Viper for first impressions, or so he says.
What do you mean?
Asher just doesn't have the same impact, does it?
Venatori, we have to be getting close to their hideout. They're probably here to keep intruders out.
Locked. There has to be another way in.
Watch ahead.
How's that?
Ready for a follow-up.
Let's keep moving before more of them come crawling out.
Made it through that one.
Lots of Venatori. We must be close. That's all the... Right. There's our way in.
Great. The Venatori are up to something. Time to break it up. Darkspawn.
How?
We stop them, then we figure it out.
They're using magic to control that darkspawn. We have to stop it.
Not in my city.
On your left. Need to
That's got.
That's all of the Darkspawn and Venatori. Let's search the place and figure out what they were doing. This note. Knight Commander Lenos of the Minrathous Temple. Lars is being paid off by Venatori.
Damn it.
The gods gave the Venatori a relic. Look at this. Draining into the tunnels below the city, perhaps?
One more way the Venatori released blight into our tunnels. I'll tell the other shadows.
This explains the darkspawn we keep finding in the catacombs.
At least they don't know where the shadow dragons are. Exactly.
Look, I thought I'd see if you needed help. Did you find anything in there?
The risen gods taught the Venatori how to control darkspawn. Explains why the hideout was attacked.
We found documents from the Knight Commander. I knew he was crooked. I didn't think he was actually a Venatori.
Let's head back to the shop. We'll discuss things there.
We managed to catch the stragglers fleeing the warehouse.
They'll think twice before coming back here.
Is there something I can do? The Risen...
How do we...
Nice to meet you. I'm Rook.
There's trouble in Minrathous, Venatori, and Rysengard. Mayvaris...
Mayvaris Talani, formerly Magister Mayvaris Talani. At your...
Wait, formerly?
We can talk about it later. The
How do the Venatori keep the blight from infecting their own? Has Algernon given them some sort of protection?
They're telling us to watch out for Darkspawn.
Will we get any help from the Grey Warden?
But what if the Darkspawn come back?
Welcome to the shop. I'm Lorelei. Anything you need, just ask. See you again.
met a shadow dragon once. Or, I think I did. I mean, they didn't say they were probably a good idea, but I was pretty...
Got us at a distance. Lucky shot.
For sure.
Time to finish it.
Shadow dragon once. Or, I think I did. I mean, they didn't say they were probably a good idea, but I was pretty sure.
Why is that?
Most Tevinter are condescending, even the nice ones, but they weren't. And you remind me of them. So, it makes sense.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Docktown's never short on nightlife, is it?
It's when the streets are most alive. And when I'm likely working.
In my favorite cereal, there's a showdown in a secret market that only opens every third full moon. What moon is it now? Is it real? Can we go there?
Take your time with it.
Minrathos has gone to the dogs.
came down here to procure particular items. I'm told Docktown is a discreet place to shop.
The perfect deal.
Okay, is that all?
Did the Magisterium explain why?
I am jourdan, First Warden and Supreme Commander of Weishaupt.
Do you know what the Antam do to prisoners? Those people needed saving, and I didn't have time to ask for permission.
So I'm interested in hearing how an Antivan killer for hire unleashed the Blight.
I was stopping an elven god from bringing down the Veil and destroying the world.
An elven god?
Fen Harel, the Dreadwolf, he goes by Solus. He's got a lot of names.
I did not come here to listen to fairy tales. I am here because of the Blight.
Right, but it all ties together. See, when we disrupted the ritual, Solus got trapped in the Fade. But two of the elven gods got out, Elgernon and Gillen.
Why would elven gods be blighted?
The point is that the gods are making the Blight worse. Demeter's Crossing was just the start. That's why we need the Grey Wardens.
I suspected more politicking from the remnants of the Inquisition. I see now that I was wrong.
It is clear that what...
Are you kidding me?
I assure you, I am deadly serious.
I don't have time to sit here and stroke your... ego. You need to shut up and listen. The threat is real. The gods are coming and they're bringing the Blight with them.
Let me tell you something about the Blight. It is evil, it is implacable, and above all, it is predictable. The Blight has not changed in over 1,000 years. The Grey Wardens will defeat it, as they always do. And we will do so without you causing confusion with your deranged conspiracy theories. I suggest you come along quietly.
Adamant Fortress 941 Dragon. The Grey Wardens attempted to raise an army of demons. Hardly the models of good judgment yourselves, are you?
Everyone knows Warden Commander Clarel acted alone at Adamant Fortress.
Acted alone, you say? Imagine if everyone were to see the letter I discovered where you authorize her actions. I wonder how that might complicate the narrative.
Are you prepared to risk the security of the Grey Wardens for this deluded girl?
You may be surprised to learn that I care very little about the security of the Grey Wardens.
Stay away from the Blight, and do not pester the Grey Wardens with any more of your nonsense.
He seems upset. Was it something I said?
That was close. Wasn't looking forward to being dragged off to a Grey Warden dungeon. Who should I be thanking for the assist?
A mutual friend thought you might require some support.
МВР of the Shadow Dragons?
The very same.
So now what? The first warden tried to have me locked up. I need the wardens on my side.
Jowen Glastrom is not the Order. He's more politician than warden. No Grey Warden worth the name sits in. You need the wardens? In the meantime, the Shadow Dragons will keep a close watch on the Venatori. Good luck. I'm sure we'll see each other again soon.
Only the veil stood between us and a world of blighted darkness. But on this side, the gods could only tap a trickle. They had to turn that trickle into a flood. They sure could have used Solus's dagger to rip open the Fade. But some foolish mortal had taken it. So, they'd have to create a dagger of their own. Drowning the world in blight was just a matter of time.
I need to talk to Varric.
That veil bubble Rook and Harding found you in. How often do those happen in Arlathan?
Sometimes, often, never. Depends on the day, and they're unpredictable. And with Elgranon and Gillenane loose, who knows what might get twisted up.
Well, isn't that a treat?
Inherent instability and survival uncertainty aside, they really are fascinating.
I'll take your word for it.
you are. I haven't seen much of you lately. I was getting worried. Everything all right? Wait, that dagger. I've seen it before.
Solus was using it at the ritual site.
No, before that. Shit, it can't be. Look at it, Rook.
I have, plenty. Ever since it hurt Harding.
Remember that story I told you about me and Hawk, Meredith and Orsino? How the trouble started in Kirkwall? On our expedition to the Deep Roads, that's what we found. That's what my brother tried to kill us for. An idol made of red lyrium. That sang us.
Are you sure it's the same thing?
No one, not even the dwarves in Orzammar, work pure lyrium like that. It's too dangerous.
If that's true, if this dagger is the red lyrium idol from your story, how did Solus cleanse it of the blight?
I have no idea. I can't believe you found it.
Oh, hey, Rook. I'm not interrupting anything, am I?
You seem a little more comfortable with your new abilities. How are you feeling?
Things are weird, but I'm adjusting, I think. That's not what I came in here for, though.
All right, Harding. What's on your mind?
So, the Wardens. I know some. A married couple Varric and I met while we were tracking Solus.
I'd almost forgot about that. I really am getting too old for this shit.
You think they'll talk to us? After the first Warden and everything?
It's worth a try. I can write them and hope.
Okay, let's see who's in our corner.
The fires are lit.
This was with my things. It looks like your handwriting. I didn't read it. Well, a couple of words. I thought it might be one of mine. I don't even know how it got there.
It's those wisps. I need more wards.
Oh, I can help with that.
I started this. I'll deal with it.
I don't know. I think they're cute. So cute.
They didn't steal your notes.
Maybe they like you?
Do you follow the chantry? The pendant. I noticed it's Andrastian.
I barely keep the holidays. It's from an old job.
Oh, which one? Maybe I read about it in a Tevinter paper.
I'm barely in the papers.
Oh, but when you are, it's on the edge of something exciting. What about that one story with the demon, the diamond, and the deadbeat magister? Oh, they mentioned you twice.
That was a hit piece.
Uh-huh, great. What happened with the diamond?
Long story.
What's the short version?
You take a dip off the dock for a rock, make sure the mage can't freeze you in. You know, that job would have gone smoother, but the client ratted me out to the demon.
What?
It's always something. Funny how that didn't make the print. Tell me you read the rest of the paper too?
Oh, yes. Sometimes they have these stories, serials. They're thrilling, except they come out in pieces. I only see a few papers a year. I never know how the stories end.
Happily ever after. Why not, right?
Aren't you some sunshine?
That's me.
I hope you're right.
All right, Belle. You get me the name of your cereal, I'll try and track the ending. No promise on the happy part.
That's fine.
I'd like to go back anyway. Spend time in Docktown, pick up gossip.
Want company?
Why not? Ready to go when you are.
You had me followed. Be quiet about it.
A candle hop. They carry messages through the city. Is this for us? Strange. He wants us to find more.
Hey, Brooke.
Take it away. I'm ready for the full tour.
We've been here before.
The tour where I get to look around and not chase cultists or fight demons.
Wouldn't that be something? Come on. There's paper sellers all over here.
Want to see if they got your name right?
Most papers don't say much, but read between the lines and you pick up a thing or two. I'm not here as much lately. I'll take what news I can get. Let's grab a few copies. We'll see if we can find Balara's cereals, too.
So, before Varric, before the Shadows, you worked for...
Same as now. People who find me and have jobs worth taking. Docktown people, runaways, the desperate.
And you do this on your own?
I've got contacts, informants, people I cross paths with, but at the end of the day, yeah, it's just me. Okay, keep an eye out for paper sellers. We'll start on the north side of Lower City.
How many do we need?
Don't worry, I'm paying. Let's get started.
The best word in Docktown, right here.
How did you fall in with the Shadows?
I'd worked with some of them before. Not that they were upfront about it.
What changed?
I was after a missing person. The Viper was hunting slavers. Our paths had the same end.
And you're a missing person?
Free and breathing when we finished. The Shadows brought me in after that.
Here's what we know.
Oh, I've got a contact who works this area. Let's see if he's around.
What about this one?
You've got a good eye. I'm starting to think my good neighbours lack taste. Go on, take a close... Okay. The charm's good against all manner of curses and manipulation. Fair price. And you won't find better in the Circle District.
You won't find better at the Circle, but you will off the docks. For half the price and twice the enchantment.
Nev.
Alec?
Oh, if you say it's... thanks. I'll pass. Sorry.
Hey, if I'd known, I would have told you. Come back next week. I'll buy another paper.
I write them myself. The Magisters. They don't print the truth.
Most honest thing I'll hear today. What about you? Is there something you're buying, my friend?
Rook, And not unless you deal in poison.
Me? You got the wrong guy. Although I could get you a name. What about you, Nev? You're not here for poison.
Just looking for gossip.
Not much that'd interest you.
We chased a relic through You're a thread.
We don't deal with...
And the Venatori?
There's been more in Docktown.
Then it's worth keeping an eye on.
So will you.
You know a member of the Thread Crime Syndicate. Personally.
Don't tell me you're surprised.
With you? I thought surprise was a given.
Careful. Surprises here lead to trouble.
Trouble's not always a bad thing.
All right. Come on. If we want more gossip, we need more papers. Let's head to the south side.
You've lived in Docktown your whole life?
Since I was born. Unless I'm out of the city for a job. Had a few apartments around town. The current one, it's not the lighthouse, but it's mine.
You've been an investigator for a while.
It's not a short story.
You've made it this far. Is there a secret?
Trust people enough to get things done, not enough to get you killed.
And that's how you stay out of trouble?
No, but it's the best shot you've got.
The best cereal in Minrathous. The latest chapter is here.
We'll take one.
One of Belle's cereals. Great. You know, Varric hired me not far from here. Come on, Slick. Stop a ritual. Say... I think we've got enough.
What now?
Now I'm starving, and I know the best place in the city.
You all right?
Huh? Yeah. I'm good. Catch a show?
The lighthouse doesn't have this.
What?
A view of the water. I don't know, it helps me think. But we've got places to be. Come on.
You! This fish won't eat itself. I said next time you were here, it was free.
Sure thing, Hal. Next time.
Yeah, it's always something.
Joining Varric. Us. Do you really wish you'd said no?
No. I just have a bad habit of picking jobs that go south.
You said you'd take jobs worth...
That's what I tell myself. Varric, but those gods escaped. Not much of a win. And if the world falls, the city goes too. It's not like I'll find work then.
Is that why you said yes? To save Minrathous?
People will tell you
We got in over our heads, didn't we?
Same old story.
The gods weren't a twist?
I've seen worse.
Then I'm glad you stuck around.
Misery loves company.
trouble coming. Demons! Hitting us from range!
Still alive? Still alive. We've got a trail. Let's go.
Another of those Fen'Harel altars.
Look
Good work, everyone!